Hey guys, so this is the last video for today, I promise. But I think this video is useful, especially for the upcoming $500 tournament that's gonna happen in some hours. So I'm going to explain what the skill immunity ruling is, and I'm gonna show you how you can bypass that ruling. And first of all, the skill immunity ruling, it just means that after a player uses a skill, the skill leaves you in an open game state. Now, what this means for Duel Links is that nothing can activate after the skill in absolute terms. However, in Speed Duels, the Speed Duel creator Matt, he gave us an exception, which is that trigger effects can activate if they were triggered by the skill, but fast effects cannot activate. So because your opponent is in an open game state, that means that they have priority over their next play. And to showcase you, let's say that I'm playing Soma and my opponent is playing Inner Conflict. So as we know, Inner Conflict takes control of Soma, and their next play is to tribute for Jinso. Now Jinso is in my hand, obviously, because I can't give it in solo mode. But then after the skill, I want to attempt to use Cosmic Cyclone to banish Soma to prevent them from summoning Jinso. So I tried to do this. However, because of the skill immunity ruling or the open game state, they have priority over their next play, which means that before I can use Cosmic Cyclone, they can tribute my Soma for Jinso. Now I'm gonna show you a classic example from the moth format. So let's say I use Parasite on an opponent's monster. And then I use the Cocoon of Ultra Evolution skill, which lets me tribute the monster to special summon an insect from the deck. So I use the skill to summon Perfilial to my Great Moth. Now let's assume my opponent has Floodgate Trap Hole. Let's assume it because I can't give it to him. So he wants to activate Floodgate Trap Hole, but he can't because of the open game state. That means that the window for the summoning is over. So I can't even activate Floodgate Trap Hole on the moth. However, because trigger effects do activate, fast effects like Floodgate don't, but triggers do, this activates, and at this point I can summon a moth from the hand. But because the open game state was over, now I can activate Floodgate. But I can only use Floodgate on the second moth, not on the first moth. So that's why we had the ruling that you can Floodgate one moth, but not the first moth. It had to be the second one, the one that came off Parasite. So now I'm gonna show you another example, and this one is better than the others. Union Combination. Now how this skill is ruled is that it basically performs the summon. It doesn't just let you use the materials, it actually does the summoning, and because of that, whatever comes from this skill has the skill immunity. So let's say my opponent uses Union Combination and they special summon XYZ Dragon Cannon with the skill. Now let's see what I want to do. I want to use Floodgate, but I can't because now we're in the open game state. And only trigger effects can activate, so I can't use this on the summoning. I can use Book of Moon, but not during the open game state. Why? Because it's a fast effect, so I have to wait. I can't use Diffusion either because I have to wait. We're in an open game state. He has the first play, so I can't do any of these. So if I have a valuable monster, I'm gonna lose that monster. Now let's see another scenario. What if I had Lost Wind in the graveyard? Lost Wind, its effect says, if a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, you can set this card. This is a trigger effect. Even if it's optional, it can be activated because it's a trigger effect. And now here comes the good part, because let's see what happens. I can't activate Floodgate Trap Hole. Once Lost Wind was set, I still can't activate Floodgate Trap Hole because the window for summon was the open game state. So because of that, I can't do Floodgate Trap Hole because I lost the timing for that. However, because Lost Wind triggered during the open game state, now the open game state is over, meaning that I can activate Diffusion or Book of Moon before they get to trigger their effects, because Lost Wind just wasted their open game state. That will be all for today. Thank you very much, guys. Good luck in the tournament.